Hello, and welcome to another episode of the ManDogPod. If you're on Hello Watch 2025, I feel like that was one of my best hellos yet. It sounded natural, welcoming, and my voice didn't crack. I'm Dan Lippert. I'm one of your hosts for this show. I'll be joined by Ryan Rosenberg, my co-host for this episode, and our friends Brett Maline and John Mackey. We love the guys. It's a blast of an episode. You can find out everything they do in the episode notes. We link to all of their plugs. But I am here briefly before the show to say, if you're listening to the free episode of this show, thanks for listening. We would request, if you feel so inclined, join us on our Patreon for a month, patreon.com/mandog. If you're already on our Patreon, thanks for being here. If you're one of the people that's joined once we started these intros, thanks for being one of those people. We have been monitoring where we are on the list of Patreon podcasts ranked by subscriber base. It's a new month, so that means, well, it doesn't always mean this, but this month it means we lost a few subscribers. We are now down to the 430th most popular Patreon podcast in our persistent goal to get down to top 400 and even try to beat Adam Conover, who has been absolutely racing ahead of us. So all we ask, if you have been enjoying the free versions of this podcast and you're at least curious, that maybe you join us on the Patreon. We've got our full backlog of episodes, full video, ad-free episodes, and we have a blast there, and that's how we keep this going, is by being able to financially support it as a thing that we do. So if that's interesting to you, join us there and do it through the Patreon website. If you use the Apple Podcasts or whatever podcast app you use to download it, you have to pay a little more and pay up a fee to the greedy pigs in Silicon Valley. So don't do that. But without further ado, I think, is that everything? Yeah. What else is there? Without further ado, enjoy this episode with me, Ryan, Brett, John, and here comes Casey Trello with the theme song.
You are the man now, dog. 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 You are the man now, dog.
Hey, just checking on my order, number 36. I don't, I feel like I've been in here 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. We're a little backed up. We got a big order from like a sports team, a baseball team's coming in, and they sent in an order. So we're backed up. We got like, we got to make like 36 burgers and 36 fries. And,
wow. Jeez, that's a big order.
Yeah, and we're a little understaffed in the kitchen, so sorry. But I think
there's no drive-through. You guys just built this place, no drive-through. Everybody has to snake through one long line, and then it takes forever. And you guys happy with that?
I mean, dude, honestly, yeah.
You are?
I am stoked.
What?
I worked at drive-through places before, and it's just too many angles of attack, dude. It's too many angles of attack. You got somebody who's mad at you at the counter, and then you got somebody who's screaming at you from the drive-through. But
you're the only person we can talk to here. You are the bottleneck. Everyone that comes through here has to speak to you. And
yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome to have that kind of power.
Okay.
That was actually, honestly, that was why I took the job.
I think you should take more orders. I'm wasting your time. There's a lot of people waiting. And
Are you satisfied? I want to make sure every customer's satisfied.
I really love my food. I just love my food.
All right. Well, you're, again, like I said, we're like halfway through that big order for the team.
Hey, I don't know if you can hear me through the door. Ma'am, could you hold the door open just while I'm in my car? I prefer to still do a drive-through experience. So can I just order from here to there?
No, I'm going to have to ask you to wait in line, but you can stay in your car. The door is big enough. You can kind of drive in, but you just do have to wait in the one line. Oh, great.
I'm so tight spaces are tough for me, but let me try my best here.
So you okay with her driving into the lobby?
As long as it's one angle of attack, dude, I'm telling you. Have you ever worked at a place where you could you could have stimulus in every direction?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, exactly. It fucking sucks, man. I've worked at a lot of jobs, okay? I used to work at a Sonic. Worst job I've ever had. It's 19 drive-thrus, dude. Wow. It's the worst restaurant you could ever work at. You don't know where the next thing is going to come from. Like the guy on lane 6 could be pissed because you gave him
I think there's
grape
an employee
instead of cherry.
trying to talk to you about the fries or something. I'm not really sure.
Sir, may I ask, where did you get that human-shaped car that you're waiting in? It's like I'm watching the movie Meet Dave with Eddie.
No, you're
Eddie
just
Murphy.
looking at a person. You're just looking at a person. I'm in here standing.
Oh, I might be. I guess I'm in the wrong line.
No. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, you're pinning me against the wall.
Sorry.
Ow,
I was trying to
ow.
reverse. I just got this thing. Excuse me.
You would have hit a car. If you thought I was a car, you would have just hit my car. Yeah. No, you hit me. I'm a person.
Hey, can you guys back the car up a little bit? Okay, we got 36 fries coming in here. Please just back it up, please.
I got a bus that's gonna need to come in to pick up. So if everybody who's actually in line right now could just back up.
So there is a drive-through. There basically is a drive-through. It just goes through the lobby, and I'm the only person who who's not okay with it.
Excuse me, sir. It's a garage. It's a garage, sir. And frankly, we've had a lot of comments, a lot of complaints on Yelp about it, and we're done. We're done administering to these complaints.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay,
you hear that? And what do
sorry.
people do when they're done? If you know what I mean.
They close. They get a gun.
They close people out is what I'm trying to say.
Oh my God, you're going to kill me?
I'm not saying I will, but I'm saying jobs like this have gotten me to my wit's end before, is all I'll say.
We were open 30 minutes yesterday, and that was it. He was done after 30 minutes.
Oh my God, that seems like a bad business model. Listen, I've already overpaid a little bit, by the way, for the meal.
Okay. Why'd you overpay?
Well, I love the food here. You guys got me over a barrel. I mean, I think it's
perfect. You just chose to pay 60 cents
No, it's
extra.
a little expensive, but I love the stuff.
Okay.
It's expensive because you're overpaying, though.
Yeah, listen, please, I'm number 36. Please, yes. I got 2 sandwiches, 4 nuggets, 2 Cokes, and a shake.
All for you?
No, maybe. I don't like to do delivery, so I take home. I eat half now. I put half in the freezer.
I always buy 2 meals. It's 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah,
it's
good. I don't want to be like you. I don't want to be like you.
You understand efficiency. This guy understands efficiency, and that's what this is all about. One angle of attack. It's
Wait,
the same.
My food was ready?
Huh?
My food was ready? You just were withholding it because we were in an argument?
Maybe. Maybe.
What is this? You just want to talk to everybody? What is going on here?
We're trying to do something different, man. I've worked at so many bad fast. I used to work at a Bob's Big Burger.
Bob's Big Burger?
Bob's Big Burger.
I've heard Bob's Big Boy with the famous
place.
Big Boy outside.
Different place.
Completely different place. They don't have big burgers at Bob's Big Burger. It's a farce.
Really?
No, and it's not 50s themed. It's 1997
Do they have like
themed.
a logo? Do they have like a statue outside?
Yeah, it's a burger with a big burger with suspender with like overalls on. And it's there's a huge one in front of every single one of the restaurants.
So you worked there?
I worked there, and it was terrible, man.
I'm really sorry.
It was like, Theater in the Round?
I've heard
this
that.
was like
Welcome
Restaurant
to
in the
Bob's
Round.
Big Burger. Can I take your order?
No, I think I'm good. No, I don't want anything. My friend was telling me about this place. He said it was kind of like a Bob's Big Boy, but like a little askew.
I tell you what, a lot of people are complaining about some of the other restaurants. We still got to drive through.
But wouldn't it be Bill's Big
entrance.
Burger? You're acting like Bill Clinton, not Bob's Hamburger.
It's 1997, and I'm one of the many people who was around at this time. We got me. We got Hillary. We got Monica.
Right, you're Bill Clinton.
I'm throwing a tomato at you like a Theater in the Round.
See, folks, welcome back to another episode of ManDogPod. Speaking of Theater in the Round, we've reset, and we're almost proscenium style.
We are almost proscenium.
Proscenium. I've never heard that.
Let us know in the comments if you're watching the video, if you're on the YouTube, and you're checking out the clips. How do we look in this round?
Do you feel like you're at the Globe Theater?
Oh, yeah.
For Shakespeare.
For Shakespeare. Do you feel like you're watching Shakespeare?
We need to sell tickets for people to just sit here and, like the Globe has.
To sit in they would be called the groundlings, wouldn't
Yes.
Oh,
Which is ironic.
That's what groundlings means. That's where it came from.
I had no idea that's what that meant. It's a pejorative term for the people that watch you do
sit
your
on
comedy.
the ground.
Yeah.
The cheap seats.
Wait, is that true or is that a bit?
I don't know.
It is true.
No, that's
That's
wow.
where that name came from.
So I guess that makes sense. They're sort of like the groundlings have gone up onto the stage. That's sort of their little...
Yeah, I guess so. It's like, hey, now the lunatics are running the asylum a little bit over here.
That's what they're saying. We're alt.
We're screaming. We're alt.
We're groundlings. We're punks.
Speaking of alt, I'm Dan Lippert, and I'm here with my alt rock co-host.
We're two of the punkest improvisers in 2025.
I fuck Reagan, man.
I was scared.
I remember him.
I was scared when the first sound after alt was I thought you were going to say alt-right. And I was like,
Speaking of alt, you're listening to the only alt-right improv podcast that I know.
Hey, we're all right. We're all right, and we're all right.
We don't take suggestions.
Forgive them.
We have two to my alt-right, lovely guests here today. Yeah, alt to my right is my left. Of course, to my right is Mr. John Mackey.
what's up, everybody? It's me, John Mackey.
So if you're just
Very nice.
listening, now you know what John's voice is like.
this
But
is
if
what
you
I'm-
want to see his ass, you can go over to YouTube or patreon.com/mandog to see also our second beautiful guest, Mr. Brett Maline.
What's up, everybody? Proud to be here. I'm proud to be here.
We're happy. Yeah, I know.
have
He's
you.
a proud boy
over
yeah,
here.
he's a proud boy. Absolutely.
We've got our first proud boy on an alt-right podcast.
This is all parody. It's all parody.
Yeah, the AI transcription is going to flag us. But
Yeah. Well, we're finally going to be popular.
yeah.
Not
That's all
the
we've been
audience we
missing.
want, but hey, whatever.
I really am obsessed with what you just came up with. I think we can take back the idea of alt-right because it's ultimately the left. You are right about that.
Alternate right.
I like that.
Left is it, so like start using that in your liberal circles. Where
Yeah,
it's
when
like,
people ask
actually,
you what your political leanings are, say,
Right.
I'm pretty alt-right.
I'm alt-right.
Go deeper into polarization and make it more confusing. That's the goal.
I lean all right.
Oh, thank God. I know, because I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Because it's an alternate to being right. So we all understand
I lean
this.
wrong.
Yes.
I lean wrong all the time. I'm constantly wrong.
That I certainly am. All right, what are we talking about today?
What are we
guys?
talking about today?
I guess what I want to start with, and this will definitely lead to some good improv scenes.
Rhetorical question.
I'm loving these textured pants, Ryan.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, I just
wow.
noticed them
You
as we
noticed.
started recording.
Thank you. They are, I think, what you would call seersucker material. I'm used to seeing a seersucker more like a blue and white stripe,
with like a
like a
stripe
summer
action.
suit. But these are seersucker pants, and they're really comfortable. They look a little nicer than like a regular whatever, just
Yeah.
because it's a sort of a rare material.
Yeah.
But they almost wear like sweats. I mean, they're so cozy.
Yeah, they look. I think that's a little bit of texture always kind of pluses it up.
Yeah, they're just plain navy pants,
Yeah.
but a little texture will do ya.
It's kind of like I was gonna make a joke that it's kind of like seersucker, but with like invisible ink.
What
Like
do you
if
mean?
if
Yeah.
you got them hot, they would turn into seersucker. Or
Yeah,
something.
maybe if you get
Blue and
like
white.
sweaty and wet, they become candy striped.
They're like that Mentos. Is it Mentos commercial where the
Oh
painting?
Yeah, totally.
What a genius idea! I sat on a bench and now I'm gonna
Yeah.
turn my.
Why
I'm
does he
sweaty
need to
and wet
plus
right now.
his suit? It's already wearing
Well,
a suit.
it's a good question, Dan. He's not. He accidentally sits on wet paint, and he's
Yeah.
like, now I have stripes on my back.
Yeah.
I have to get stripes on my whole suit.
Yeah.
Remember, like, that was like a whole cultural moment. Imagine if that happened now. That would just be like one stupid TikTok for 5 seconds and it would just be gone. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
But we don't get good commercials anymore.
Where are the commercials? Where are the commercials? I want them.
Okay, if they're gonna keep Flo around for Progressive, how are you not gonna keep the creepy guy around for the Skittles commercials?
Yes, 100%. That dude was the
No
best.
sense at all. He's like berries and cream.
Oh yeah, berries and cream.
Skittles honestly had the most genius marketing. They were
yeah.
always fucking so weird.
Yeah.
I remember one of them that
Skittles
was like,
pox.
oh, Skittles Pox was
Yes.
good. There was one where it was like, I got a leak, a Skittles leak in the ceiling. And there's just Skittles leaking out of the ceiling. And instead of a plumber coming to fix it, he just installs a little guy that goes,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. Like, it's so funny.
I
Yeah.
feel like being like in the heyday of like advertising, trying to think of just like the most attention grabbing stuff. Like when we were like younger, some of the most iconic commercials ever, like Bob We Had a Baby Eats a Boy,
Huge.
is like
Huge.
peak commercial to me. Like it would have been so fun to like. It would have been so fun to be in advertising back then.
It would have been. It
Like,
would have been.
just like every idea. Like there's so many great ideas in
Okay,
advertising.
wait. I
back
don't.
then.
What is this? Bob who eats it? What? I've never
You don't
seen
know
this.
Bob We Had a Baby It's a Boy?
Bob, we had a baby.
It was
It's a
about
boy?
collect
Wow.
calling. So you would call someone collect, and then instead of them picking up and answering, you would just go like, "It's Bob."
Oh yes, yes,
And
yes,
then
yes.
your last name, we had a baby eats a boy, and then they just hang up. So you'd get the message across, but not.
And so like the commercial is like a guy calling from the hospital. His dad picks up. And it's like, it's Bob. We had a baby eats a boy. And then he hangs up, and the guy's wife is just like, well, who was that? And he's like, it was Bob. They had a baby. It's a boy.
Did you ever do that?
No.
I used to do that to have my mom pick me up from the movies. We'd be like, "Hey, movie's over, come get us," and then just hang up.
And collect call.
And then they just
I don't
She'd
think
reject
I've
the
ever
charges.
called
Yeah.
collect.
I don't think I
You're
did
missing
either.
out, brother. I was doing 10, 10, 3, 2, 1, 10, 10, 2,
Oh
20,
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
whole
yeah.
thing.
10,
baby.
10, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
David
dude.
Arquette, Carrot Top, whoever you had advertising, I was
Any
on
fucking
board.
idiot. Well, they're just advertising to kids to waste their parents' money. You know what I mean? They're like, "Hey, go make expensive phone calls using this phone number, and your parents will have to pay for it."
And they were like, "We're going to be riding high forever." And the cell phone came out, and they were like, they're on their yachts snorting cocaine, and they're like, "Dude, it's over, man."
I never saw more telephones.
Over, man. The 10-10-220 guy is having like an existential crisis on his yacht.
This is as good as it's ever going to get.
Remember the long distance phone cards?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
The phone card,
Yes.
and then you could use it, and it would have minutes on it. But still, sometimes it wouldn't work. Did you ever use those?
Yeah, you'd buy one and be like, "Oh, the minutes got used. Who did this?"
I think I tried to use one when I like visited my girlfriend in Paris once in college, where I think it was like trying to call her from a payphone from using one of those cards, and it didn't work. And I was just in the airport being like, "Well, I don't know. I hope we find each other."
In Paris.
Yeah. That's my nightmare. Like that kind of stuff is my. I still, as an adult, quote unquote,
you
You don't feel like an adult?
never have, never will, never
Oh
have,
man,
never will.
you're so tall and old.
Yeah, I know. But like being stranded in that situation, like thinking I have a solution and the solution working, and not having thought of like
Yeah.
a backup plan at all, is my actual true literal nightmare. Like I'm just like, I thought I knew what I was doing. I don't now. I'm like stuck.
And it's
What do I do?
weirdly embarrassing to make a backup plan.
Oh,
I
yeah?
went on No King's Day. I went to one of the protests that was like not downtown, the Los Feliz
Yeah.
one, and I was like, just like looking at all the stuff online of like, have your cell phone on, airplane mode, to turn off like facial recognition. Write down all the important phone numbers in your
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Here is how you put out a like flashbang and all that stuff. And it was like, well, if I over prepare for this, and it was like it was a nice day, but it was essentially like Coachella. It was like a bunch of people like hanging out before they went to brunch.
Right.
And if I had like had a backpack full of like goggles and like, I would have been humiliated. I'm just like, in case it goes down, but you don't know. You truly don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's like everybody like preppers are crazy until you need to have been prepped.
And that's why we were doing this all right prep improv podcast.
Yeah. Well, there's an old story about that, right? About bugs and stuff, and they're saving for the winter or whatever like that.
Oh,
That's a
probably
classic
one of
old
those like
tale.
moral
Yeah,
tales.
I think that's
fable.
like basically what A Bug's Life is about, right? They're like saving a bunch of food, and then the crickets come and steal everything. couldn't
Sorry, I
say
gotta interrupt.
cricket
It's a grasshopper.
Grasshopper, excuse me. Sorry.
That's why you
I'm
couldn't
so
say
sorry.
cricket, is your body knew it is core that it was not.
Crickets are lucky. Grasshoppers evil.
Yeah, okay, good. There
Wait,
it
is that true? Is that true?
I don't know. I think in one of the Disney movies, isn't it? A cricket lucky?
Jiminy?
Yeah, well, Jiminy Cricket.
Classic cricket.
But then also Mulan.
Mulan, yeah.
Yes.
One of my favorites.
Of course.
Mulan.
Yes.
You've
yes.
never seen
What?
Mulan?
No.
How are we even able to connect? I don't even know how we're able to have the same morality.
I've just been nodding whenever you talk about that
I'm
stuff.
talking about it at the beginning of every meeting.
So whenever you're karaokeing and anyone starts singing "Let's get down to business," you're going to get a beer because you're like, "What's
I'm
going
out,
on?"
yeah.
He's never down to business. This is why. Oh my god! I can't believe.
I'm like, call me when you do All Star from Shrek.
Fucking DreamWorks.
Shrek is my
DreamWorks is for
Mulan.
fucking idiots.
No, Shrek is my Mulan.
Cancel him. You know what that means. Cancel him. You know what it
On this
means.
podcast, you can admit that Shrek is your Mulan.
What the fuck are we doing?
Claiming Shrek as your anything is very funny.
All right, fellas, we are. I don't know if you got the memo, but we are bringing back the Mentos campaign.
Yes.
hell yeah.
God, that was iconic.
I just got off the phone with the Vandalizers, who are the band who did our classic theme song, and they are releasing the rights one more time for it.
Yeah.
And all we need is, obviously, it's a new era. We just need to figure out some more Mentos commercials. We had, somebody getting double parked and having the buff guys all come and lift their car and kind of unparallel park the car. We had the guy go through the limo. No, that's the Foo Fighters music video. But
all these classic things where you're stuck and then you pop a Mentos and all of a sudden you've got a fresh idea.
Solution pops into your head.
Well, that's the Fresh Maker. We all know Mentos is the Fresh Maker.
It's the Fresh Maker.
Yeah.
And there's some sort of feeling in all the commercials that they are in Europe. I don't know why, but that's the vibe. So I've been up all night. I got my ideas, but if there's anyone you're all stoked about, I'm stoked to hear them.
I had a quick idea that just kind of popped in, and again, this is like sort of first draft, where this is a safe space to kind of just throw ideas out there, right? Like we're not going to judge it. So I had this idea. So a guy is has to give a big presentation at work, right? He's got all of his notes on his computer updated. It's not a sort of paper presentation. It's on his computer. He's ready to go.
PowerPoint, sure.
So he gets into the meeting. He sits down. He opens up his computer, turns it on. Everything's fine. He has a stomachache.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
And he's just on his computer at home alone in a room, or is he at work?
Well, he's at home. He's home alone. He's home alone because he's on. It's a Zoom thing.
He's got to do a Zoom presentation.
And he doesn't like to have anybody
modern.
in the house while he's zooming.
Doesn't have anybody in the house.
Okay.
Just
This is
him alone. He has a
cinematic.
stomachache.
This is
So
cinematic.
we've seen every room in the house. It's empty. Big house, a lot of rooms.
Big tummy gurgle? Are we hearing tummy gurgle?
He unmutes right as his tummy gurgles for the first time. He freaks out because he's embarrassed. Mutes really quickly, and then he pops a Mentos, and then just like blasts off. If you know what I mean.
Wow.
Whoa. And
To get him out of the embarrassing situation.
So there's no solution at all. He just shits his pants through the roof. Okay, now that is the opposite of before what they were.
No.
But that's interesting.
No, it's still a solution. It's getting him out of there. You know what I mean? It's like it's like, oh, this is a terrible, embarrassing situation. Here, let me pop a Mentos.
Yeah.
A solution will present itself. I'll blast off out of my office chair in my home office.
Surely it would have to be some sort of flat bottom chair.
Sure.
Couldn't be one of those mesh chairs.
I mean,
you wouldn't get enough. I mean, I don't think we're using this idea, but just to talk it out, you wouldn't get enough.
We just want to
pushback,
respect your idea that we're not going to use.
Well, we do want to talk about it.
again, this is just first idea.
Yeah.
It's just
I'd like to work with that if possible. If people have other ideas, my main thought is, if I'm watching it, I'm thinking, oh, is Mentos giving this guy diarrhea,
You're right.
or is Mentos like
No,
some
you're right.
sort of if
You're
your
right.
tummy
You're
aches,
right.
it
Is this
makes
a bigger
it come
problem than
out.
he's ever had
but maybe
before?
maybe
It's
the
a much
basic
bigger problem.
Maybe the basic premise is we could pitch on maybe other ideas of how.
No, yeah, thank you for breaking the ice. That was a great
Thanks. Yeah,
first
that's all I was
idea.
And I'm glad we have Glenn here. Glenn is the only one who was on the original campaign. So, like,
It's a pleasure to be here. And I do want to just say that
honor.
Mentos is a fresh maker. It's a mint, right?
yes.
Okay, because in the commercials of yesteryear, we're really clear about that. Honestly, I think we should continue in that path.
Yeah.
Well, that is.
It's like we're just turning lemons into lemonade, but we still is it a fresh maker? We don't know. It's just making your life better.
Right.
Yes,
That's why
yes.
you're here, because the
Love
purity
that.
of thought with that. Yeah, that makes sense.
My understanding, Glenn, as I was reading the minute notes from when you used to do these, is you would bring in life problems you had, and suggest how Mentos solved them. So that was kind of my input on the email, which I'm wondering if I'm thinking of our Zoom from a couple days ago.
I was pretty distracted on that Zoom. I don't know if you guys. I don't know if you guys noticed when my camera went off halfway through.
Yeah.
I blasted off.
Somebody
Well, this is really
I blasted off
interesting.
through the roof.
Somebody
Did
was
you
in the house.
really,
with
or
you.
did you just shit your pants? pants. But you wish you blasted
Little
off.
magical realism. Little magical realism.
I wish I had blasted off because then it could have been like a whimsical thing for my daughter to see.
Well, this is interesting talking about bringing your real life into it because, I have been really busy lately. 2 kids, and I'm forgetting to eat. I'm just not making time in my schedule. So I've been kind of eating out of vending machines a little bit more lately than I want to be. And the other day, my Twix got stuck in the bottom. Not me, on my hands and knees with my arm stuck all the way in the machine, absolutely stuck there for almost 30 minutes.
I mean, you can't let the Twix go.
I was starting to have to go to the bathroom, the whole thing. So the only thing to do was to buy something else.
Oh, the thing above it, so it falls out and knocks it down.
Well, so I bought Mentos, popped one. I diarrheaed all over the floor, and maybe that could shoot him out, and it could shoot and rip his arm out of the thing, and then he got the Mentos and the Twix. Could that be something?
It could be. Again, we're not going to use this idea, but just to talk it through.
That's quicker. We considered the last one a little more, but that's okay.
Well, you literally said diarrhea. I was processing that one. Now I know it's diarrhea, which
I think he cracked my mind open with his idea because it's a good
thought
one.
starter.
I mean, to piggyback off that, because I do think we want to veer away from human diarrhea.
That's actually maybe
okay.
It's a little weird to see a
the
person
door's
poop.
creaking open.
Yeah, I was working as one of the raptors at Universal.
That's a good gig. That's a really good
glad
gig.
we pulled you out of that for this. Unless you were happy there, I don't know.
No,
but.
I love it. I'm loving it.
Okay,
and I took, being here is costing me a day's work, but it's worth it.
That's what you're doing now?
Yeah, Mentos was my last marketing gig.
Well, hey, you got to get it into the body sometimes.
Yeah.
You can make money with your brain, but
100%.
We were all so sad when you left the game to work at Universal as a scare actor and whatnot. But I'm glad you're happy, and I'm glad you retired for a little bit for this campaign.
Is scare actor offensive if you're a dinosaur?
Are you meant to scare people? Are you one of the scary dinosaurs, or do you guys look down on the scare actors?
Well, of course, when people see me as Fred the Raptor, I named him. Because I don't want to be thought of as a scary raptor, but of course everyone's scared at first, but then it's all about behavior to let the kids know that I'm not here to eat you, I'm here to behave around you as a raptor.
Interesting. Yeah, that probably puts them at ease. It puts them at ease that the dinosaur's just behaving.
I'm just here to behave.
Well, go ahead.
So I'm in one of my, because there's raptor fights that I'm fighting the other raptor.
Wow. And
our claws get entangled. We both end up falling down. People are concerned. We can't get out of the raptor suits. It's looking bad, right? What if we take a Mentos, ejaculate, diarrhea?
I'm with you. Okay, now these are 2 words that are really interesting to me.
It's like, I would say sometimes
the Mentos are white.
But sometimes the feeling is similar in those 2 things.
It's relief.
Yeah, it's relief.
It's relief either way. There's a build-up and there's a relief.
What I don't know is I have worked with you guys for so long, and I have never heard pitches this disgusting to me.
TikTok is rotting my brain. You were trying to keep up with TikToks. They're so inventive. There's a new one every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So just process-wise, just following you through with this, to be respectful, we're not going to use your idea.
Thank you.
You would say
this
that you're
one is
stuck
at Universal, and there's 2 raptors. This is a good idea.
You're stuck in the raptor suit at Universal Studios. I don't know that we get the rights to shooting there, especially if
it's from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I am not confused about that at all. And the only way out of your suit is you take a Mentos and decide to ejaculate and diarrhea.
Is it ever really a decision?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more of it is now. It's now.
Just process-wise, I again remember those commercials were so simple, so affordable. I don't think they needed any sort of people on set for diarrhea.
Maybe that's why they felt so European. Right? They were so bad.
If that's my way to get through a DUI, well, that's how I'll say.
Okay, so wait, where were we? Because I am hearing not so much your words, but your tone and exasperation. And I can tell where we are. You're exasperated. I'll tell you what you probably need is a Mentos. How's your tummy feeling?
We see this on a TV. Nothing gets to you when you have to go poo. Mentos rockets to the moon. Mentos makes you shit to the moon. Mentos makes you shit until you rocket high.
Mentos.
The shit maker.
And cut.
See,
Oh my god. That we should send that to Mentos, see if they'll use it. They could.
Diarrhea needs more visibility.
I agree.
Well, we got to talk about it.
because in life you want it to have the least visibility possible if you're having it, but we all need to know that it's going on with each other.
We got to normalize it.
Yeah.
Right. There are some.
Everybody's doing it.
We kind of do though, right? It's like so many people are struggling with it all the time, I bet.
Yeah.
And it is like you have to also. It is sucks that you have to keep it a secret when you're hurting.
Oh, nothing is scarier to me than like getting to a function and having a stomach ache and being like, how do I go to the bathroom right now without anyone in this entire place knowing that I'm in a real struggle for my life?
How do I take the nastiest shit in my life in this public place right now? I can do it.
What I want to hear from, and this is for our listeners now, we come from a community that is very open about body fluid stuff, comically, and like I think with like most of the people we know would probably say, like, dude, I had credit. Is that like if you like our postal workers that listen to this,
right?
Is that coming up a lot conversationally? Is it a little more taboo in the office? Is it our world specifically, or is it just our generation is like, no, we just talk about this? It was the worst nightmare of everybody who was like, these stand-up comics are going to ruin our kids' brains.
Right. I don't know.
I feel like everyone's got to have their safe space person at work, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Everybody's got somebody that they could like be like, shoot, I fucking...
Even like the two sweetest
rocked.
ladies at work who talk to nobody, they talk to each other about like having diarrhea and
You
stuff.
think so?
Yeah.
They talk about like lace and doilies and that, and then they go like, Tina, I just came back with a screamer.
Yeah. The CEOs, the most serious CEOs, they got to talk to one another about it.
Yeah, right, because you can't talk to your subordinates.
No, they probably only talk to each other about it, for
Yeah.
sure.
If I was a CEO, it's how I would be relatable. I'd be like, hey, I'm just like you guys.
I shit my pants all the time.
I got a
garbage
hose
all
coming
day?
out of my ass.
Probably more than you. All I do is drink wheatgrass and matcha.
Right. That's all you do?
This is
All you do?
Yeah.
I just
it's
saw
amazing
an
stuff.
article. Someone sent it in for my podcast, so I'm going to burn it here.
Plug.
But I just saw an article that was apparently the CEO of Starbucks and the CEO of Chipotle are gym buddies.
Really?
Which is one of the funniest details in the world to me.
That makes like a lot of sense to me.
They
though.
like go to the gym together and like work out and talk business between sets.
They're probably two of the people on Earth who are the most responsible for my diarrhea.
Yeah.
If you are directing it, other than me,
Right.
And my genetics.
Good job. Good. That's growth.
Yeah. What do they talk about? They're probably just so proud all
Green.
the time.
They're
Yeah,
talking about
I mean,
money.
it's probably like union busting.
Their franchises are their kids.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
It's
right,
like
right.
it's like the board's being such a bastard about.
Right.
I'm trying to
Board's
get
being
this
a
honey
bastard.
Chipotle chicken to be a permanent menu item, but the board's telling me we got to diversify. You can't have two chickens.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of conversation. Maybe I don't know.
Just had a couple new ones in Houston.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Wallet photo.
Yeah, there they are.
We're up to
No drive-through.
we're up to 1,300 restaurants worldwide. It's
Driving
pretty cool.
the city crazy.
It's driving them nuts. We're all over the tabloids.
That's what they're-
Tabloids. They're in the tabloids.
Hey man, all right. So that was a great set. Thank you for spotting me on that
Sure,
one.
man. You're looking good, man. Your bench press is getting really solid.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
hey,
you're
I gotta
looking-
stay tough.
Yeah, you're looking pumped, dude. It's really you're
Not as
you're
pumped as
feeling
those fourth quarter numbers.
Hell yeah, man!
Dude.
I was gonna say I saw your quarterlies.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man! You guys really fucking ripped last
Brother, it's bean
year.
water. It's bean water, dude. It's water over beans. It's the easiest shit in the world.
It's incredible,
I
man.
love it. How you doing?
We're doing all right.
I noticed that you guys upped your portions.
Upped our portions?
What the hell is that about?
Yeah, upped our portions, but to offset it, laying off 62% of our staff.
Genius. Oh my God, that's genius.
Yeah, dude, it's all it takes, you know.
It's all about the customer.
Yeah, raise exactly.
It's all about the customer. If
All
the
about
customer's getting 62% more rice, you can get rid of 62% of the people.
What I told everybody, I said, look, a customer's going to be stoked to wait 6 extra minutes for twice as much chicken.
I don't actually ever go inside of a building anymore, but when I do, I love waiting in line. Remember when I used to, I love waiting in line.
It's the place where my mind is the clearest.
When you go to an amusement park, do you remember the ride? Or do you remember joking around with your friends waiting for the ride?
I remember joking around.
I don't even think they want to eat the Chipotle. No. Not to get into your business. I think they just want to be in the little turnstile.
Totally. My formative memories as a kid were waiting in line for rides at Busch Gardens talking about how ugly old people were.
Damn, that's what it was.
Old guy waiting online with his like little granddaughter to go on the Loch Ness Monster roller coaster. Dang. Ugliest man I've ever seen. Me and my friends are laughing about it.
Sorry to interrupt. Sorry to interrupt you on the elliptical.
I got one more set.
On the elliptical?
Yeah.
We do sets of 10 minutes. We do sets of 10.
What's up?
Are you Jim Stickets, the CEO of look, I remember your face, and I just gotta say, your idea to fire 62% of your employees so that us customers could get more rice, fucking genius.
Thank you so much, man.
I just
it means a lot to me.
I mean, my family and I was never a rice guy. And now I'm fucking eating rice every fucking day, dude.
Hey, brother, can I interrupt you for a second?
No, I got one more set.
Okay, never mind. All right. You have a good one. Hey, respect. Jim respect. All right. I'm actually done with the elliptical here. I was going to go do some toe curls. You want to do that?
Toe curls?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do some toe curls.
Well, yeah, man. My feet have been killing me. They say feet are really what makes your heart strong.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to say, I saw the article in... Bad Business Weekly.
Yeah.
Bad Business Practices Weekly, sorry. And I just wanted to say it was fucked up what they said about your new sourcing, your infrastructure and sourcing.
I'm not worried about it. Gunpoint is fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Gunpoint is fine. However you find your materials is fine.
Yeah. And they don't know how hard it is to find a great supplier, you know? Yeah. You know, you find a good supplier, you walk into their place, you... Nice form, dude. Wow. The tendons in the front of your fucking...
Feet tendons, dude. They connect to the heart.
Yeah. No, it's good. Who cares how you get it as long as you get it cheap, and if you can get it.
I appreciate that.
Sorry, I'm late. It looks like I missed elliptical.
Oh yeah.
We're done
We just
with
did a few
elliptical.
sets, but
Good to see you guys. Good to see you guys.
How you doing? What's going on? Why are you late? You're never late.
Oh man, just kind of had to talk the board through some stuff, but I'm stoked we got to the other end of it.
Good.
I'm laid off 25% of our employee base to donate to a charity that divorces gay couples.
We need that.
Yeah,
nice.
And so that's like, obviously for the customer, that's huge.
Yeah.
People knowing like, great, now there's more single gay people out there. There's more ruined gay marriages out there.
Yeah. Well, gay people like to date. Gay people like to date. They don't like to be married.
You can only say that when you're working out with the billionaire boys. Gay people like to date.
Gay people
do they
like
not?
to date.
Do they or do they not?
Hey, fellas, sorry.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. I'm just curling.
Just doing some toe curls. He's good.
Good form, by the way.
Sorry, I'm the manager here at Equinox, and you've been on the ellipticals, not really doing anything for the last hour, and now and a lot of our customers are queer, and they found out about your.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Excuse me?
Why do you think they're all here? Trying to get fit. They're single.
Okay, sir, this isn't a trickle-down type of thing. Okay, I'm going to have to ask you to just get off the ellipticals. We have a lot of people waiting to use the ellipticals.
I've got one set. I'm in the middle of my last set on the elliptical, I promise. He's doing toe curls. We're moving on to toe curls. We'll be done with this elliptical in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, someone can have mine. That's no problem. That's no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure,
Okay.
no problem.
Nobody has ever spoken to me like that.
Sir?
You've touched him.
Come here. What's your name, sir?
Mel?
Mel, how you doing? You said you're the manager at this place?
Yes.
What are you pulling a year?
Probably like 40.
Be honest.
Yep.
Okay, 38. It's 38.
38K? 38K a year?
Yeah,
I tell you
38 an
what.
hour. It's 38 an hour.
$38 an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. For how many hours a week?
Depends if...
Don't say under 10. Don't be a manager under 10.
This is really just my survival job. I'm trying to get on Cirque du Soleil. It's really not about me, sir.
What's Cirque du Soleil?
It's a partnership that Cirque du Soleil is doing with Del Taco. I don't know if you've heard about this.
That explains why Charlie hasn't been here.
Vegas is back. Vegas is back.
Man, we gotta talk to Charlie. Wow.
Okay, everybody, welcome to the auditions for Cirque du Soleil.
Fries are pretty good.
I asked you all to... Okay, hey, it's me one last time. Thanks for watching this episode of the ManDogPod. If you'd like to watch or listen to the rest of the episode and our entire backlog of podcasts, go to patreon.com/mandog and you can support us there. Thanks. Bye.